So there's green and purple walls, and your character's green, but you can also switch to purple. So if you hit a green wall while you're green, you go through it. Purple, while purple, you go through it. And if you're the opposite color, you actually collide with it. So you can do stuff like that, where you're wall jumping in the air. A lot of the development right now has been focused on art assets, because I'm the only one working on it. I'm doing programming, art, all that stuff. So it's been pretty slow going, but it's getting there. I'm planning on adding a bunch more levels and hoping to launch by like May 1st, but realistically that might not happen, so we'll see. But yeah, that's it. Thank you. Does anyone have questions?
Will you be implementing more than 2 colors?
No. And I'll go into that for a second, I guess. The reason I want to kind of focus on just 2 colors is because the way that it works right now is it's either the shift control on the keyboard or the bumpers on a controller. And I figure that if I end up doing like 3 or 4 colors, it'd end up being like a cycle thing instead of just on and off. So you'd end up having people like trying to wall jump and like, am I yellow or green or blue or what am I right now? So I figure like this, it's still challenging, but it's not going to be super confusing. Yeah.
Are there any more mechanics you're going to add, like, are thinking about adding?
Yeah, so the rest of the mechanics I'm going to add are going to be based on the environments and the levels themselves. So for example, there's lasers here now in addition to the walls. In the future, I'm hoping to turn the lasers into like green and purple variants, so you can go through them or collide with them if you're the different color. In addition to that, I'm hoping to do like moving lasers and moving blocks as well, so you have like moving platforms and stuff like that. Anyone else? Oh, yeah, go ahead.
Why'd you go with green and purple?
I have no idea. To be honest, I think it's because when I prototype, I always do green box instead of gray or whatever. So I just stuck with the green color and figured purple looks cool with green, so I'll go with that. Yeah, go ahead.
Is this game colorblind friendly?
At the moment, I have no idea. In the future, I hope it to be. That's definitely one of my concerns going on. So yeah. Anyone else?
How much content do you have done for the game in terms of like levels? Like how far along? Like
So
you down to?
yeah. So currently there's 13 levels total. In the future, I'm hoping to get somewhere around like 50.
Okay.
That's probably going to be most reasonable for me. Yeah.
Does the blob have a name?
Yeah, so the blob is like totally a kind of Star Wars ripoff in that it's like the same combination for the robots instead of like, C-3PO. His is R6E3. Basically, the background story of it is that he looks like a slime, but he's actually like a cell. So he's like an anti-cancer cell experiment gone wrong, and he gains sentience for some reason, and you're trying to escape the lab that he's in, and the scientists are trying to kill you off before you like destroy humanity. It's ridiculous, but yeah. That's what happens late at night when you have nothing to do. Anyone else? Yeah, go ahead.
Did you ever think of having a little marker to track where deaths happen?
Like a placement of you died here type of thing?
Yes.
I didn't, but maybe I'll do that. That's actually a decent idea. Thank you.
And what engine is this?
This is all GameMaker, which sounds as awful to do as it is. But yeah, that's all GameMaker, and I go back to it, every time I start programming something. But yeah, I go back to it like every week when I go to add something new in the code, and I just look at it like, this is so inefficient and awful. What was I thinking like a month ago? But yeah. Is it like a couple
Yeah,
seconds?
30 seconds.
30 seconds, that's fine. Last minute question at all? Yeah, go ahead.
We have boss encounters.
Possibly. I want to try to maintain a decent scope and not do this for another 3 years, so maybe, maybe not.